had a good day? Good day? You had a good day? Look, the face paint is on point. That is like on point. Love that. The tune's bang. I love to see that when people get moving to our tunes. How you doing, guys? Good to see you. We are indeed varg FMX out here for our second and final performance here. What a treat this arena has been. It's been a good day. Some awesome monster truck action. The guys from Savage Stunt Bin Savage and the Savage Stunt Boys. They're going to be on after us, so do stick around for them. As I was sure to briefly cast your eyes into the centre of the arena here, where you can inevitably see the varg FMX landing system. This landing system happens to be the best, the most sophisticated, and the most expensive mobile freestyle landing system in the world. So we are very privileged to be here today, riding in front of you amazing people. Now the gap has been set at 21.5 metres. That's 21.5 metres from the point of takeoff there, all the way to the end of the top of the curve. But looking at those flags there, I wish I put at least another 5 metres back with how strong the wind is, but we'll see how we got on here as we go into our final pre-flight checks. Mildly embarrassed to tell you, but I am indeed on an all-electric motorcycle. Yes, I'm not trying to save the world. It's just the fact that this motorcycle is so good, undeniably good, that we have made the jump onto the electric bikes. With that said, there are no speedos, there are no stops on the throttle. It's all about man and machine, and let me tell you, I hope I'm feeling good out here this very fine afternoon here in Ardingly. So let's see if we can't get a couple of warm-up jumps. I'm going to ask you all to cross your fingers for this first one. As I said, no speedos, no stops on the throttle. It's all about man and machine, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully I'm feeling good out here this very blustery afternoon here in Ardingly. So over to the corner of the arena we go. Quick check to see what those flags are indeed going in the right direction. We'll make our way onto the expanded mesh of them. Wind the car on. Oh, that is a funky setup. Yeah, that is very, very poppy. It's almost a bit of a down transition into the ramp there, so it gives us a big kick. We'll see how Aaron gets on. Keep those fingers crossed for him. These first warm-up jumps just give us the opportunity to re-acclimatise, re-familiarise ourselves with the ramps, with the equipment. Also taper off that shot of adrenaline that does indeed go through our bodies when you propel yourself this sort of height in the air. Another one should do it for me. Little flip again. Up. And over. Pretty good. Yeah, not a bad setup. Hobby setup. So we'll just get Aaron up and over, make sure he's happy, he's comfortable to proceed. Yeah, looking good, landing on the sweet spot, just past the curve there. So it is now with pleasure that I get to introduce you to the riders out here, letting you know who you might be cheering and who you might be making a smidgen of noise for. So this one with me and make some noise for the one and only Mr. Aaron Powley. Aaron Powley, literally living legend. What this young man has not achieved on a motorcycle is not worth mentioning. He has just recently achieved the goal of being the first UK rider, that's right, to perform a tandem backflip. So he firmly cements himself into the history books, working on a Chris Hemsworth film, no less. We struck a very willing candidate on the front of the motorcycle, and Aaron performed a tandem backflip with actually one of the lead characters in the film. The film Stunt Nuts should be coming out later on this year. As Aaron momentarily waits, he's using his limited knowledge that he has, his limited IQ, just waiting for those flags to come somewhat in line. Because as a freestyle rider, we can ride in the rain, but when the wind goes across the landing system, it makes things a little bit treacherous for us. So Aaron just waiting momentarily as he joins me back here on terra firma. I'm going to make some noise for him. Feel free to make some noise for Aaron Powley. Get on Ron. Well, we here at Boulder, we like to share the load. So with a little bit of luck, I shall hand the mic over to the very capable Aaron. So Aaron, it's over to you.
Daniel, well guys, I'm now going to do my best to introduce you to your second and final rider. His name is Daniel Whitby, he's 41 years of age and he is one of the oldest freestyle riders left in this country. But don't let that fool you, because he does have some of the biggest, hardest and most technical tricks there are in freestyle motocross. Now he's been a professional FMX rider for over 20 years. And as he demonstrates right there, he is not afraid to send it. That one is called the Executioner. Not a trick you should be doing for your first trick of the show, that is for sure. Very technical trick there. Now, like I say, he has been a professional rider for over 20 years, so as you can imagine, he does have just about every trick in the book. Now, Dan is also a professional film and TV stuntman. He's worked on films like Captain America, Batman, James Bond, and many more. He's driven cars, bikes, trucks, jet skis, lorries, you name it, he will will stunt it. Now don't forget, he does actually have a radio mic built into his helmet, and believe it or not, it is actually him talking you through most of this show. So ladies and gentlemen, now he's back over, please make some noise for Dan Whitby!
Legends, you're all absolute legends. Well, I'm not going to lie to you, it's very, very windy out here. Makes things a little bit tricky for us. So with that said, the time has come now for me to introduce you guys to the sport of freestyle motocross. Now that wouldn't tell me doing a smidgen, just a little bit of the old multitask as I attempt to try and talk to you fine guys while indeed I'm flying through the air. Now the lovely ladies out there, you can be the judge of how well I succeed at this, and gentlemen, should I succeed to any degree, I am very, very sorry. But this is our introduction to freestyle motocross. Now historically we would always hit this gap in second gear, but aboard this new start varg I don't have any gears, so I can literally go from 0 to 100 mile an hour without changing any gears. I don't even have a clutch. This lever here on the left hand side there, it's just designed because I'm too old to make that transition, to get used to riding with no clutch. So my hardest job is actually judging the gap. No lies to you, the hardest thing is judging that gap, but all that power there. So if we can get ourselves up and over and land somewhere near where the sweet spot is, I'll try and talk you through the tricks as we start things off with the simpler tricks and work our way through. So a speed check on the way in, wind the power, and we jump off the bike, we move the legs over to the left hand side into what we call a very simple switchblade. It's one of the easier tricks that we can perform. Let's see what Aaron's got as he makes his way in, snaps the throttle, brings the legs around, and he clicks the heels in the air into what we call a very simple heel clicker. It is indeed one of the easier tricks that we can perform. Now this time round I'm going to go for the grab holes. You see the holes beneath my seat, going to reach back for it. Again, that little speed check on the way on, we wind the power on, jump off the machine, the legs go up to the sky as we go into a very simple seat grab indie. Let's see what Aaron's got as he makes his way in, uses the torque of that start varg. Now he switches his legs up into a super can, twists his body and then gets himself into that funky position that is a super can. Now we'll take the grabs one step further this time round as I attempt to hold on with just the one hand. Look out for this one, that little speed check, wind the power on, we jump off, the right hand goes back, grabs a hold of my heel as I move into a one-handed grab, or executioner, if you will. Let's see what Aaron's got as he comes underway, under power, snaps the throttle, goes for a heel clicker again. Maybe the wind feels a little bit funky for Aaron as he goes for a very simple heel clicker. We saw it earlier on, sometimes it's your go-to trick when things feel a little bit funky. And having said that, now I'm over at the corner of the arena, I can see that those flags are going across the landing system, and that's maybe why Aaron stayed on his machine. They've come back in line now though, so I'll make my way in, little blip, wind the power and I'll throw the bike away and go into a double grab. Again, trying to up the ante here and do the more technical stuff, throw the machine away and go into a double grab. Here comes Aaron, what's he got? Big hard attack as he gets his legs inverted, almost upside down, and he moves into that heart attack position. Now this next maneuver requires ultimate concentration. We'll start things off by getting some deep breaths, some oxygen up into the brain, because it's required for the concentration. Now we'll make our way in, little blip, wind the power and just a little pull off the lip gets the bike to do the holy grail of FMX. It is indeed the backflip. It's the one trick that we all want to be able to do. Here comes Aaron, he's under power, throwing the bike sideways as he goes into the turn down. As I ask the question, Ardingley, are you having a bit of fun with us out here this afternoon? Well, I can't deny, we definitely are enjoying performing for you guys, but the time has come for us to give you lovely guys a little bit more, and often I feel the best way to potentially do so is with a smidgen of healthy competition. So I'm feeling a comp out here, but how are you lovely guys feeling? Would you like to see a freestyle motocross competition? Well, let's jolly do it then, shall we? We've got two of us out here now. We're going to give each rider one opportunity, just the one, the best trick to try and win you guys over. Now I do say win you guys over because you know what, this part of the show, it's all about you amazing guys out there, and all you need to do is simply make the most amount of noise for whichever one of us you believe is performing the best as we come out swinging. He is most definitely the best rider out here today. He's not only that, he's the best rider in the country, so please get behind him and make some noise for Aaron Powley. That's right, guys, he's going to want your help out here today because Aaron, he has all the upside down flip tricks within his arsenal. What we will see out here this afternoon, who knows, because this is indeed a live show, and as I've tried to let you guys know that we are struggling with the wind conditions out here today. Thankfully it's somewhat in line, but it is very, very strong. Makes it hard for us on these start vargs to judge that gap. Let's see what Aaron's got as he comes in straight in with a weird flip we saw earlier on. He's coming sideways again. I don't know what he's thinking. I wouldn't want to do that. For that reason, please give it up and make some noise for Aaron Powley. I can never understand Aaron, you know, maybe it's a kind of a demonstration of his level of IQ because he hasn't flipped so far. So how is it possible to come out and do a flip variation, a flip trick? I never will understand that. However, one thing I can understand is the opportunity to hand the mic over to Aaron. So with that said, the mic is yours, Aaron, over to you.
Thank you, Daniel. Well, guys, not gonna lie, quite happy with that one. It landed a little bit straighter than I did in the first show, so that is a good sign. But we have one rider left to go now. This man right here, he has some of the hardest, most technical tricks in freestyle, and they are not tricks you should be doing in high, inconsistent winds like we have out here today. So if you guys get behind him and make some noise for Mr. Daniel Whitby! Oh, very nice. Coming out there with the knack backflip, throwing that bike upside down, swinging that right leg off and over to the opposite side of the machine. Now that's quite a technical backflip trick because you have no control over your rear brake. So if that backflip is spinning too fast, there is nothing you can do about it but hold on for the ride. So ladies and gentlemen, now he's back over. Please make some noise for Dan Whitby.
Legends are all legends. Well, let's see if we can't keep things legit out here. Try and find ourselves a legitimate winner. Competition number 2 here at the absolutely awesome Summerfest 2025. Will it be Aaron or myself? Who knows, as we throw it out to you great people out there. So make the most amount of noise for whichever one of us you think has indeed performed the best. Starting things off with Aaron coming out swinging with that huge underflip, whip flip. If you feel he should be a winner, we need to get noisy for Aaron. Let's do it after 3. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely lovely. What a landslide of noise there for Mr. Powley.
Let's not forget your second and final rider, Mr. Daniel Whitby, getting himself upside down, throwing out the knack backflip. A very technical backflip trick, that one right there. If you think Dan should be a winner, let's hear it for him after 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is very close, but I think I'm going to have to give this one to you.
I think it's you all day long.
I can't hear nothing you're saying.
No, that's fine. So please give it up for competition 2 winner, Mr. Aaron Powley. Taking won both comps out here today. What can you do? What can you do? Well, we have a smidgen more time left out here this afternoon. So how are you guys feeling? Would you like a bit more freestyle? Why not? Hey, why not on a Saturday afternoon? But if you don't want a bit more freestyle, would you like a little bit more danger? Love that. You're all mad. You're all mad. I love that. Well, we're going to give you guys a smidgen more danger in the form of a freestyle motocross train. Let's see if we can't get both of us flying through the air at the same time as we simultaneously hit this takeoff ramp. If you do manage to capture this on your mobile phone device, do please tag us at BulldogFMX. We would love to see whether we are indeed doing a good or a bad job. Aaron's doing a wheelie. Don't mind me, Aaron. Right. Are you ready? Let's see if we can't get this done. Pyro guys, this is 1 of 2 jumps. 1 of 2. You can go as big as you want on the second one, or you can do the first one. Whatever you want to do, we are ready for it. Right, here we go then. Ready, run? Here we go then, on the way in. 1 and 2. Pretty close together. That was alright, wasn't it? Arguably good. But you know what, guys? Sometimes good just isn't good enough. So how are you feeling, Arthur? Would you like to see one more? Let's go for one more then, shall we? Let's go for one more. Finishing things up for us here. Varg FMX. A massive thank you to the explosive guys for putting on this absolutely wonderful event. We're truly honoured to be a part of it. Hopefully you guys, that resonates with you as well. Right, you ready, guys? Let's send it. Just going to wait for that wind to come in line. Are you going to flip, Ron? Okay, wonderful. I will too then. Why not? Let's finish on a bit of a bang, shall we? Just waiting for the wind and then we're going to send it. Yeah, don't mind us, wind. Ready, Ron? Not really. That's the thing with being a freestyle rider, you see. You kind of do want that wind to be somewhat in line, because when it does come around like that, we simply wouldn't make it. The bike kind of acts as a sail, it tilts from underneath you, and it does all funky things to you. So you kind of want it to be somewhat in line. Looks like it's coming around now. Just building up a bit of anticipation. As I say that, my bike goes into neutral, which is always good. Right, ready, Ron? Here we go then. One and two, and a big explosion as well. That scared them, didn't they? We're truly honoured to be a part of this absolutely wonderful show. There are the BMXers still to come, so do stick around for them. But for now, what else can I say? We've been Bulldog FMX, you've been absolute legends. Have a great rest of the afternoon, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the not too distant future. Take care, guys. See you in a bit.